You want to know the one thing that I did not expect throughout this entire drama? This entire drama. We've been doing this for months. Fucking months. And guess what we finally got? What we finally, after so fucking long, got. The box shorts apology. Let me get a better song to represent what is going on. Mario. Okay, this is not the right one. Here we are. Okay. It's been a minute since I've seen anything on this guy's channel. Entirely just anything. But this is the one thing that I would have never fucking expected in a million years for him to drop before actually quitting the channel. He will be quitting. But if you go to the Box Shorts channel, one thing you're gonna notice is it's not Box Shorts anymore. If I can move my camera, it's actually Herb Shorts now. Herb Shorts. And we got a video right here that says my official apology to Christopher. I've already seen one thing on this, and that it was made in Minecraft of all things. Bro is going full dream. But we're gonna react to this and try not to get copyright struck, because that would be bad. That would be very bad. Box, if you're seeing this, it's about time, man. We're gonna react to this. This is a great start.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And he couldn't edit this video either because CapCut's gone. It's like a forewarning. There's no audio. No Minecraft audio.
Christopher. I've been contemplating on this thought recently.
Mm-hmm.
And
have you?
You know, regardless of who I believe is right in the situation or whatever.
Oh, sorry, my audio's down. There we go.
I'd just like to say I'm really sorry about, first of all, striking you. And secondly, I'm also really sorry about escalating the situation. I know,
Okay.
I know I should have done that. And recently I've been quite passive-aggressive, so I'm also really sorry about that, Chris.
Okay, there's just one thing I want to say. This is a day after saying that he thinks I want to fuck him. I don't know what struck him to drop this apology so soon, but I appreciate it, obviously, still. But, like, this is a day after he said he thought I wanted to fuck him. Like, it's I think that was probably his breaking point there. Let's continue.
And, I'm really sorry to my mods, Duxman and Tristan. I got super overkill mode and I just arbitrarily banned them. Duxman, I kind of had a reason though, because Duxman, he's not really old enough, but I'm really sorry.
Can we get an official statement on Pizza though? Because we still haven't. If he's quitting now, can we at least get the truth out of him on the Pizza matter? I was playing a mod pack. Oh, that's sick. But yeah, if he's underage and if this person's underage, that just goes to show that Pizza has every fucking point to be underage. Why is he associated with so many underage individuals? That's kind of strange.
What I said about you, Duxman. And as for Tristan, you're right. YouTube really did change me and stuff like that.
And stuff like that.
But I apologize for my actions in general. I cannot apologize for what I believe in, of course, because I'm not asking you to apologize for being an atheist. I'm not asking you to apologize for believing in whatever, whether you're right or wrong, or whether you think so. It doesn't matter.
It's kind of a backhanded apology, I feel like.
But actions reflect off better than beliefs necessarily. As for the homophobe, transphobe stuff, I'm not a homophobe. and I'm not transphobe. Those videos I made in the drama I had with Aaron, those were more personal things about family.
Uh-huh.
So I was not angry at gays in general.
Uh-huh. Is that so? Because Aaron's parents still have no idea about this drama either. I don't I just don't understand how we could have all this drama and even like several fucking documents of proof showing that it isn't because of family shit. But he's still gonna say that it's based on family shit. We've even like went in a call with him and he said, yeah, it's homophobia and transphobia. Obviously you can't see that now because of the fucking copyright strike. But come on, dude. Be for real right now. That is not the case. That is not at all the case.
Because it doesn't affect the way I treat people, but certainly for a fact is that
And I'm gonna show some more stuff after this. Because for some reason, he also called Aaron's a slave. So we're gonna show that after. I don't know what the fuck is going on with him.
I was really
This makes
angry
no
at Aaron
sense.
in the situation because he lashed back. And the reason why I kicked him out of my channel was not because of
And he
his
said slurs that were used upon women.
LGBTQ beliefs.
I have lots
It was
of
actually
stuff.
because
This is
he
stupid.
was spreading spreading certain things like, if you say something like LGBTQ, then I'm gonna punch you in the face. So I honestly had to make an action on that, and I didn't tell him that because I didn't want him to think that he was that aggressive of a person.
Wait, so you just don't tell him what the problem is. You just ban him. Why was I banned? Oh, no specified reason. How can he grow as a person if you don't tell him why he was banned in the first place? And obviously that wasn't the case because we have multiple videos of you saying otherwise. This just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
It was many reasons as well.
Box, if you're in the stream right now, please message me because I'd like to hear some more input from you because this apology makes no sense so far.
So I gave him that premise, whether it was a good or a bad premise.
And you see how he's apologizing, but then trying to justify his actions. He apologized and he was like, well, I'm not going to change my beliefs because of this apology. Like, this is just not what I told you to. It's just not what we were going for. Just don't be an open homophobe. I mean, you could just distance yourself. You don't have to be a dick. I mean, especially to your own cousin. I mean, come on, dude.
Observationally, it was a bad premise, but you know what I'm getting at. I don't treat trans people or homosexuals differently, and I encounter them almost like every day whenever I go out in public. I see them everywhere. I'm not saying, oh, look at that trans person.
But you do happen to treat women differently, which I will show.
Oh, look at that homosexual. I live in a very Republican state too.
I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that.
I see him everywhere. So
I don't know what that had to do with that.
To be honest, I don't have anything against them. Of course, I don't believe.
Why
that...
are you still trying to justify it? You literally just had to. This is a 7-minute video that could have been condensed into like 5 minutes or like 3 minutes. Why are you trying to justify it?
My Christian beliefs that you should be homosexual or transgender or whatever. But I'm not even going to debate about it with other people, to be honest, if they happen to believe that it's okay, or if they happen to be in that area.
What does this have to do with the video?
Or in that group of people, you know what I mean?
What does this have to do with apology?
So I'm also really sorry about my posts.
Okay.
I was very passive aggressive about them. Like the one where I said, "Stop trying to get into the sheets with me."
Okay.
I honestly thought that was a pretty funny post.
That is the worst. That was the worst example he could have given. There was also another post back, as far back as when I was dating this one individual, and we were in a pool together when he released a response saying, "Oh, you're crazy. Oh, you're a lunatic." How is that the only thing you could come up with, dude?
Opinion, but you know, it's to the eye of the beholder. But I know for a fact it's a pretty messed up post. I got some shocked feedback from it, so I know I shouldn't have done that. And Chris, once again, I'm sorry for striking you. I'm going to email YouTube because that's the only way I can remove strikes once they stand into effect.
Okay, that's fair.
So
That's
I'm
fair.
going to email YouTube to say, please remove these strikes,
Well, at least I appreciate that. That's really
and
nice of him to do, at
probably within a
least.
day or two they'll remove the strikes. I do ask you though, Christopher, that you please not make so much content off of this anymore. Um,
He's still under
but
the. Okay, so he's still under the. He's still in the mindset that this is for content, somehow. Even though he's openly seen all these streams where I've said visibly and audibly that it's not about content. And somehow he just doesn't get it. Box, if you're here, dude, I'm gonna have to email you or something, because this is not for content. It's just literally every stream that I did would have more info about why you were in the stream in the first place. The reason I would do that is to update your audience as the person that is as victim right now. I was updating your audience on what the fuck you were doing. You were being an idiot, and it was so apparent. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to get someone to go through. I'm gonna have to get like a middleman to contact you and say this is not for content, because I've said it multiple times every single stream that it's not for content.
you win, buddy. You win.
He
You
released.
got
Right,
me.
I'm gonna watch that after.
I lost my
Thanks, buddy.
community and I lost everything. You got me.
You never had a community in the first place. That's the difficult part. You can have a Discord server with a couple people in it. You can have 5 comments. But with 12,000 subscribers, and most of which coming from a minecart stream, you don't really have much of a community. You have the sub bots that are on YouTube Shorts 24/7 subscribing to you. It really doesn't give you much clout. I mean, you hit 10. You were such a different person at 6K. You hit 10K, and then stuff started changing. Numbers are just numbers, dude. Just gotta lay off.
But Chris, before you go, I would like to leave you off with one thing. Now you can promise. I mean, you can. I promise you. I believe this thing I'm about to say is true,
Oh no.
and you can do whatever you want with this information. But I heard you're an atheist. I got
Okay.
nothing against atheists. I have a lot of atheist friends, but if you happen to be an atheist or in whatever religion watching this, if you're ever lost in life, Christ is always there. So
Okay, dude. This is the same thing Pizza did. Every single time, dude. This is the same thing Pizza did. Is when the first time I tried leaving Box Shorts, Pizza messages me and says, "Hey, I think you're committing one of the 7 deadly sins." I don't remember what the word was. It was envy, and said I was jealous. I don't really have anything against Catholics or anything, but the fact that you're just continuing to say that, dude, I've already told you I don't want to do that.
you know, it was actually Christ that convinced me to make this apology video in the first place because
Well,
I don't have any name to uphold anymore. What is there Box Shorts to uphold? I mean, Chris is right. I don't have that large of a fan base, anyways. Subscriber counts almost never equivalate. Equivalate. I don't even know.
equal.
It's equate. Sorry.
Equate.
Subscribers don't equate to fans. Unless if you have like a lot of subscribers and you happen to be.
I just went over this. I'm glad he understands that. He is growing as a person still. And yeah, he changed his thing to Herb Shorts because he is quitting, and he made another video that we'll react to
and
after
stuff
this
like
one.
that. But
Please don't strike me, Box.
of course,
I appreciate
that's pretty much all I have to say. So Christopher, you got your apology video. I hope for sure that I hope for sure that
Wait, what is Pizza gonna do
You know-
now? Oh wait, I haven't thought about this. What is Pizza gonna do now? Because his entire channel was like built up by Box Shorts. What is he gonna do now? I think Pizza's cooked. I think
I'll
Pizza's
take
cooked.
it in a bad way. This is what I have to offer. So that is it. I'll see you guys later.
That's actually kind of sad. I'm permanently leaving YouTube. I'm leaving YouTube permanently. That was a weird way to word it, but I understand. I get the point.
Everybody, this is gonna be pretty hard to tell you,
Pause.
but yeah, I'm quitting YouTube.
That seed must be great.
Truth is, I've honestly been kind of thinking about it for a while. This is not just something that just came out of the blue, but I just kind of held it inside of me to just kind of want to quit YouTube. I was very inactive with my content and stuff like that, and for every project that I was super passionate about just became unfinished. I would have honestly made some banger videos if they were finished, but yeah. So
Yeah, because
following up on
because we had a video that was entirely unfinished that we had 5 hours of content on. Me, Box, UIT, Pizza, Herb, we were all in, and like Tristan, we were all in it, and then it got scrapped. But I still have mine. If I wanted to republish that, I could. It didn't really pop off at first though, so I'm probably not going to. But we have that entire video, and I'm guessing he just scrapped it because it was like 5 hours of content. You don't really need to put like a whole lot of rounds. You just had to put like maybe a round worth of content. That's what I did because it was my POV. It's kind of weird. I don't know.
the whole Christopher situation, it's not the reason why I'm quitting, but it kind of gave me an incentive to quit, if you know what I mean. Because
Contributed. Yeah.
I went a little bit overkill on my moderation in my Discord server, and Christopher kind of helped me out in a sense where he kind of already eliminated a good chunk of my fan base, anyways. Or at least he led to that. So I
I didn't eliminate your fan base. If anything, I actually just sat there and watched your demise. If I were to go and eliminate your fan base, that'd mean that they'd have to listen to me, and that didn't happen because you had me hidden on the channel, and every single time I tried to respond to a comment saying I was a lunatic or something along the lines, it wasn't there. So no, I didn't do anything. I just watched you slowly crumble to the weight of stress that I am putting on you.
kind of felt like I didn't really have so much to lose, anyways. So YouTube honestly just took a lot of time in my life that I'm never going to get back. So many years on so many different channels. It's just a waste.
And nobody really said to quit, per se. We all were just waiting for Pizza to leave. I don't know if I should say this. I'll ask Herb after if I should... Oh, fuck. I'll ask his friends later if I should say this. But, pretty much everyone on his side had quit because of the stuff that he had done and the stuff that had came out of him doing. Like, for example, calling a woman a slur or fucking beating on me for no fucking reason. Not beating physically, but, like, just doing stupid shit for no reason. Calling a woman a slur, being homophobic or transphobic, which he said he's not, but I'm pretty sure there's more evidence saying that he is than there isn't. Than he isn't. And then there was him calling his friend a slave, his cousin, the same one that was kicked from the channel. There's a lot more to it.
Y'all, if you're trying to become a content creator, just don't, man. Like, just don't. It's a hard job.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. It is a hard job, but that depends on your fucking amount of fuck-ups, man. I mean, come on now. I mean, you come on in and then say a bunch of stuff and leave. You didn't even have to leave. You just kind of did because you look so bad now because of the stupid shit you've done. I still like you. I can't say your real name, obviously, but I like you. I don't like the box. I like the you in the box shorts. I don't like the box in the box shorts, if that makes sense. The personality was there, and we made content, we did streams, and that was fun. But then the box came in, and that was an entirely different person. When I was smaller and when you were smaller, it was a lot different. When you first found me, I think I was at probably, like, not even 100 yet. Maybe 100 going into 200. So, like, I don't know, man. Just, like, don't say stupid shit, and then maybe you'll have a good career. No one even told you to quit. I mean, I may have said it out of rage one time.
It's a really hard job.
He's not watching the stream. I'll probably forward it to him somehow.
Just don't even do it anymore. If you're like me, then don't do YouTube. If you can somehow balance life and
If you're like me and call people slurs and call them slaves and stuff, don't join YouTube. Like,
YouTube
what?
at the same time, then go for it. But if you're like me, don't even get close to doing YouTube. My dad was honestly right. I'm just gonna become like a computer scientist or something.
I mean,
At least it's a job that I'm
this
already
is a
pretty
backup.
well set up for anyways. But YouTube has honestly changed me into a person I wish I never became. So
Broad cheats on the
my
entire
moderator
time.
Tristan, who I banned because I went pretty crazy on my moderation, he told me that YouTube turned me into a monster. And you know
He
what?
really
He's
didn't.
right. So
I have the full response.
this will be my final video on box shorts.
Let me fully explain what he's referring to. He got responded to by who was it, Tristan, because he had said, "Hey man, can you just like can you just keep uploading, man, and just like stop worrying about the stupid shit?" Or something like that. Let me try to find the response. 1 second. I'll keep playing it while
I'm gonna be handing this off to Herb, and he'll be doing whatever he wants on this channel.
Which is, I don't really know if that's a blessing or a curse, to be honest. Because the entire reason Box would upload so much, at least from what I've gained, is that Herb didn't really have time to upload. And was more focused on school and stuff. So, like, the ideology that he's gonna do more, I mean, I like Herb as a guy, and I like Herb, but I don't know how committed he can get, especially after the legacy of the channel was just removed so quickly. I don't know. Let me see if I can find the original message, because I just found one of them, but I need to find the original context to the message. I'm trying to find his response and then Box's response at the same time.
But this is just my resignation, and I'm just done with YouTube.
I don't
I'm
know
not just
how
done
he
with box
considers
shorts.
it
I'm
a
done with
a
YouTube.
resignation.
Like, YouTube has done nothing for me.
No.
To be honest, YouTube has blocked so many opportunities in my life. I quit sports to be in YouTube. I literally, I lost all my social credibility. I literally had no time to think about getting a girlfriend or whatever, because I was just so hell-bent on this stupid YouTube channel.
Oh, I found it. I
No.
found it. I found the original response. Okay, so let me open it in Opera so I can actually zoom in. I think I showed this last night too, but this is the full message. Box, the way that you have been dealing with things recently is subpar, to say it lightly. You are single-handedly destroying the community that you have strode so far to make a reality. By the end of it, the only ashen left of your community will be you, Herb, and Pizza. I would advise that you fix this travesty of power throughout your community. Quite frankly, you have just begun the heavily accelerating crumble of this amazing community. I know that this lovely community has brought me out of a very dark place once and has helped many, many people in that way. You have already forced Duckman's hand, and this will destroy your server. Please do right by me, by all of us, and fix this misrepresentation of what Box Shorts is all about. Please, Box, you may force my hand as well, just as Ducksman had his. Never once called him a monster, and this is Box's response to that. Thank Christopher for incentivizing these actions. This was bound to happen eventually, even without Chris. Nah, this thing all started because of him, which he even went and said that isn't true on the stream. He said he wanted to quit a while ago, but then says it's my fault. Box, I do hate to say it, but you've grown into a monster. Not even your closest acquaintances it got cut off. That's when he called him a monster, because he's going over and saying it's all my fault. When you had nothing, I had almost nothing to do with your downfall or anything like that. I responded to you how you would respond to me, but a little bit worse. And you eventually caved in. It's not my fault. No, half your community still exists. Like, there's people still commenting, on the posts. But it's my fault. And then he said, you can stop with the fancy lingo. If you think I'm a monster, then you may leave me. Thanks for your service to my community. I'll be more lenient with you. See you on the other side, old friend. Then he says, wait a minute, you're under TOS age. Like, you're not changing at all. No matter what. And he's still saying Beats is 14. You're not changing as a person at all. You're just being a dick. And trying to get away with it. And then I did this thumbnail for the stream yesterday. We actually got more from yesterday that I don't think I've shown. Let me see if I can find it. But I'll play the video while I'm trying to look for it. I'm also unhit on the channel, so I will be posting a comment.
Another thing, ever since Herb and I separated schools, I'm not gonna tell which schools, but we separated.
Oh god, yeah, I've been told about this.
I just had no time to even hang out with Herb. So we'd be hanging out like once every 3 months.
They were gonna hang out today too, I think, or at least sometime this week. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, Herb. If you don't want me saying this, that's my bad. But he was going to quit today, and then the roles reversed. So Herb was gonna quit, and then he was gonna be left with Pizza, and that was like our plan on that remark. But then Box decided to leave anyway. Did you check my comments on last stream? I barely had time, but I did see. I think I did see what you were referring to. I'm not really sure right now. Let me show these, because this is very odd activity from someone who is following Christ. Like this screenshot where he says, there's something that goes with this. I hope she miraculously chokes on that little Mexican cock. From someone who follows Christ, by the way. Calling Aaron's a slave. Follower of Christ, by the way. And let's get to this other one. This is about, this girl that didn't like him back. My wit of response is higher than ever, thus subliminally, optimally, incomprehensibly high from my fire from Alyssa, the trampish BBC rider, deriding slur that he calls that woman, thus bringing me to an upheaval of intangible power of wit and unspoken spokenness, crushing all of who stand in my way. So I have to say. So we're just not going to talk about the fact that he just called him a slave. Like, I'm pretty sure that came before that. He said, I have so much power, called him a slave. I don't know the operation. I don't know the order. And then this is a joking response that I actually laughed at from the person I'm assuming is Alyssa. This is his response. Bitches be fucking tripping when I asked her, wanna hang out in the summer as friends. The person was blurred. I don't know who it was blurred by. It might have been from Box or Aaron's. I bet it was from Aaron's. No can do, bucko. I have a boyfriend, and hanging out with a dude that likes me is very bad because I have a boyfriend, so that's a no-no. Totally not written by Dylan. Entirely just as a joke. Mostly, at least. Says, if it says totally not written by Dylan, it was probably Dylan. Still, it was a joke. Also, bitches be fucking tripping is wild. Any bitch I give respect to treats me like a joke. Ah, yes, bitch is such a respectful word. Aaron's having the logic. Why the fuck would you call her a bitch if you're giving respect to them? That doesn't make sense. I would call her a girl, but I'm actually fucking angry at bucko. I was laughing when I saw this. Next time I like a girl, I'm gonna suppress that shit. But yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about that. But Aaron's does have the right to that slur. As do I. He called me an incel, so I posted all the DMs regarding women in our DMs, and it was, just all of the photos asking me for help to get a woman. All I had was a girl's phone number at this time. Let me show you the one response that struck out to me when I was looking back, though. Because it was very stalkerish. It was very weird. It was a very weird response, and I think I've even talked about this before. It was this one in specific. He said, what happened? Try and guess. I guarantee you it's not what you think. She said, so this is where it gets kind of stalkerish. I live walking distance to her and from school. I would have asked her out, but my dad, and it's kind of unrelated, asked to pick up. Now I have a new plan. He wrote down this plan, by the way. I didn't even talk on it because I didn't even fully read it. It was a bunch of yap that I didn't see any importances. Plan 1, ask her friend where she's typically out in the morning before class on Monday. That right there is kind of stalkerish. That I don't know if that's just me. That's kind of stalkerish. Hey, where does she go in the morning? You know? Says, I'll start the convo with, how's it going? Pinned response. Hey, can I ask you a favor? Could you please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel? I'm really trying to pursue this as a career and whatnot. Shows her the channel. Hey, I kind of like you. May I have your phone number? Maybe we could hang out this time. If someone would have said this to me as a woman in real life, I would have fucking booked it. I would have booked it. I would not have stood there for another second. The response that I sent this to UIT, and he said, only 4% of my viewers are actually subscribed. You cannot be serious at all. There's a lot more. I feel like at some point I'm gonna just release all of them in my announcements channel in a zip file. I don't know how you could be apologizing and just leave out the part where you called someone a slave or called someone a slur because they didn't like you, or, you know, tell them to suck a Mexican cock. Like, you're just gonna leave that out. Like, it just didn't happen.
It's depressing. So I'm done with YouTube.
I'm gonna also ask everyone that I work with if I can mention their names, because they've been a big help and I would like to credit them, but I don't know if they want me to say it. Especially since they're walking distance from Box IRL. Just like Box had said about the woman. And also, I that was mostly a joke for the most part. I don't know.
I'm done.
I don't know.
So, Christopher, look, I thank you very much for helping me understand that, you know, regardless of whether you were really annoying in the process or not.
Okay, bro.
YouTube is just...
That is a horrible start to that. That is a horrible start to that.
Not the place for me.
That is a horrible start, regardless if you were fucking annoying.
I might be pretty good at editing. I might be pretty good at making thumbnails.
What the fuck?
Or at least used to be. I'm done, YouTube. YouTube didn't want me here in the first place anyways. If they did, then I would be like thriving and stuff like that. And I would be kicking in and all that stuff.
Neither did that girl. That girl didn't want you either. And want to know what you did? You left and called her a slur. And then, I guess when YouTube didn't like you, you kind of just did the same thing. You just left. I don't... It's like a father when his fucking son... Thanks for the sub, random. I've seen you here before, by the way, because I know you. But yeah, it's kind of weird.
YouTube took away my opportunity to be a better brother to my brother and sister because I was always focused on those numbers. YouTube not only took away the chance for me to get a girlfriend or
that wasn't it either. You kind of just wrote an entire fucking script, and the script consisted of, hey, can you subscribe to my YouTube channel? That wasn't YouTube's fault, that was yours.
Because I just never had the time. Also took me away from bands. I used to love playing instruments as well. But the most important thing about this is because YouTube really hindered my relationship with God. I literally idolized YouTube without even knowing it.
Exactly, because if we go back, you call people slaves, and that's not follower of God activity right there. Calling people slurs, I don't think... I mean, I personally haven't read the Bible, but it's safe to assume that if they don't like... I don't know.
My eyes were really blind to the numbers. I mean, my eyes were blind because of the numbers to what was actually happening.
Your eyes are blind. I'm literally wearing glasses, man.
So, YouTube was just not really the place for me at this point. And...
Oh, Star, he's finally apologizing and quitting. That's what this stream is about.
Love me or hate me, this is a message that goes out to all people. I'm also deleting my Discord account.
Okay, that's a little bit
BOXSHORTS.
Drastic.
So
you can quit YouTube and keep a Discord
I'm not
account.
even gonna have a Discord server anymore. I'm handing it off to Herb. I'm basically giving off all my legacy to Herb. So if he wants to post whatever he wants, which will most likely be like anime stuff, or whatever. He's pretty into that.
With the people that are on YouTube now, I feel like Herb can really succeed and thrive, especially with like VTubers. Like Rambu's a VTuber. He could probably thrive off of that. But Box was kind of in his way. I mean, dude, I want to tell this story real quick before we move on. Because one time there was this one video that Herb had posted on the official Box Shorts server, or YouTube. And I called Box the same day and I was like, hey, did you see the video Herb uploaded? And he was like, tell me about it or something like that. So, very rude tone. He was very upset. I was like, are you good? Like, what's wrong? And he was like really mad because he hadn't gotten any, he hadn't been told that Herb was going to upload. That's probably diminished the reason that Herb, I mean, it probably at least contributed to it. Obviously not a straight, obviously probably not the right, probably not, factual, because it's just a guess. But if he's going to get really pissy because Herb doesn't tell him when he's going to upload, I mean, then why would he upload at all? Really? And it's a duo channel. They should be able to upload whatever, whenever. Regardless of if it has, problematic things in them, Box. But yeah.
Well, at least have a bit of an audience to do it on. But as far as
this is an even worse. This is an even worse look for Herb, because Box is taking all of the problems that he had on the YouTube, including the drama, and just pushing it over to Herb and letting him handle it. And then he's probably gonna come back. He's gonna do a fucking "oh, I came back" video. Like, you're just pushing your problems to Herb now. I mean, at first it sounds pretty okay because at least Herb can do something now. But I mean, with all the problems that the YouTube channel is giving you, I mean, I don't know why you would give that to Herb right after. It's kind of weird.
As far as you're concerned with me, yeah, it's the end for me. I'm probably just gonna work in a depressing 9-to-5 job or become a cybersecurity specialist.
So I could see Box doing something like that.
And
he's pretty smart.
That's pretty much it.
His actions have been dumb recently.
Hopes and dreams, screw them. It's really hard. It's really hard. If you're a person like me, hopes and dreams are just not the thing for you. Maybe in this situation.
So now he's playing the victim. Okay. Don't understand it. I don't understand it. Really don't. I was leaving a comment. I don't... It really is just a guilt trip here. But I left this comment. I said, Box, if you'd like to talk one last time, please don't hesitate to contact me. The apology and final goodbye were kind of half-assed, and I'd like to talk about them. I wish you the best otherwise. If he would like to talk as, like, 2 people instead of 2 content creators, that'd be cool as well. But doing it in this way to act as if it's all my fault when it really isn't, it's kind of problematic. I mean, so you're pushing your problem. You're pushing your problems to Herb, and then you're making it look like I'm the bad guy in this entire section. I don't understand. Sorry, it's too bright in here now. I don't understand. You just never come out looking right. It's
as far as I'm
never
concerned,
justified.
Screw this channel. I'm just gonna live my life.
He quite literally just said, screw the channel. How are people feeling bad for him?
My last 3 years of being a kid before I have to be an adult and make my own life decisions.
Yeah, and you spent so much time in a drama with me, which you could have just easily answered my messages, and we could have handled this off the internet. Like, I've been messaging him for so long saying we can handle this offline. We can handle this offline. Do you want to handle this offline? He says no. Like, this is not my fault. It's not my fault.
I'm gonna enjoy them, and I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live now. So I'll see you later.
I honestly wish the best for Box, but come on, dude. I'm Pizza, by the way. Yeah, I figured. Pizza, the way he put these videos, it more makes it look like I am the bad guy, which I'm not. The apology was half-assed. Kind of just went over the fact that he's not homophobic. He kind of apologized. It was pretty good in some parts, but then it got half-assed, and then it went back to being good, and then it went... Yeah, it's just... I don't really know how to explain it. If he could get in a call with me and we could just discuss it like that, that'd be great. But, like, it's off-stream and everything. Like, just nothing to do with content creation. If we could just talk for one last time, because he was a big part of my career, that'd be cool. I don't really like the fact that he's pushing all the problems to Herb. I doubt Herb's gonna want to do anything with this channel. But it's kind of problematic. We deleted BOXSHORTS Discord, I know. But that doesn't really justify the fact that he called people slaves and... I don't know. Called people slaves and fucking called women bad slurs. Pizza, what are you gonna be doing now? Because if he's gone, your channel is kind of going with it. You did hit 700, which I'm kind of surprised about. I don't know how you're still growing. Because you only have one video and that has 100 subs. But what are you doing now? God, man, this is like a big chapter in my life that just ended. No more drama with Box. Feels weird. But yeah. Because I make better... No, the fuck you don't. I mean that in a funny way. Don't take that personally. Honestly, I don't know what to do now. If we could get in a call with Box, that'd be cool. And just, like, discuss this. I doubt he's gonna want to. But it'd be cool. Let me ask everyone if it's good if I can leak who was with us. Are you reading my messages? Yeah, I did check it. The fucking 5 big booms. Okay, so I'm gonna slowly but surely start saying who helped me out a ton. The Ducksman wasn't actually... Still, to the second, I'm standing by my word. He did not message me anything. And we can go through the DMs. I mean, he never messaged me anything. I don't know why you guys would just randomly demote him. The Ducksman. He even did have to cut me off because of it. And that's when Pizza leaves. Is after that. See ya, Pizza. He still has not sent me any screenshots. When messaging me the did Pizza work with me thing, I even was like, I don't even remember getting anything from you. You literally came to me asking to end this drama, and I pointed to 2 examples of so. I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore. But yeah, Tristan was a big help towards the end, because if he hadn't left, he wouldn't have seen that this was bad. UIT helped quite a bit because he was there throughout most of it. After a while, this kind of actually got me and UIT closer, and it helped a lot. But I hope to I'm super sorry for that. It's not really justified to be angry at you, because especially since I don't know. See, this is a lot of responsibility for, with a lack of better words, that's 12-year-old. Like, we still, and we have a lot more evidence now. This isn't to be a dick, obviously, but even if you say you aren't, I'm still very set on the fact that you are a 12-year-old, and especially since every Duck and Tristan, when they got cut off by Box, when they and parted ways. They kind of, the way he said it is just, oh, well, you're underage. So, Pizza, if you're gonna leave Box, he's just gonna fully call you underage and leave. I've tried to say this before, too, because he sees it in a Mr. Beast kind of way. If you don't help him, then he doesn't matter to you. I even remember the first time when the drama happened that I messaged you that, and I was like, if you aren't helping him in any sort of way, he just doesn't care. It's not over yet. I'm just trying to get my music back on because it's very quiet. I feel like we should make the mood a little bit happier. So what an unexpected turn of events for him to leave. I may have said sometimes that I wanted him to leave. I mean, it's not really the case. I mean, I wish he would have just took responsibility and stayed. Obviously, it's not easy to forgive, but I mean, this kind of makes it out to be like a guilt trip kind of thing. What's up, Alex? Let me see if I can find anything else that I haven't shown, and then after that, I'm probably just going to end. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and say who was on my side. If you do have any problem with this, I can remove it in YouTube Editor. Tristan helped out by leaving, and leaving Box with not much. UIT helped out. Duxman helped out a little bit by supplying a bunch of screenshots. Aaron's helped out a ton, which do not harass any of the individuals that I am naming. And Herb helped. It's not even like a betrayal kind of thing. It's just kind of the fact that they don't agree with the actions that were put on the channel. And I honestly agree. If that was the case, immediately after I noticed what he was doing, I left him. Or actually, in fact, he left me. Because he left the day after we did the stream questioning him. Like, we literally questioned him. It should have been a big red flag when he left immediately after we questioned him. You know? He severely disappointed me by doing basically nothing to justify the actions. That's why I left. Yeah, and, Box could have played this so much different, like Puggy Shaken did, say. It could have been handled so much differently. It could have been handled so much differently. Pizza wants to be friends with me again. I've still told him I'm not with that. Even with the Box situation, I just do not. There's no way to be sure of his age now, and it's gotten to a point where it's just not a good. Because, especially with this drama and shit, it's just not good. I've seen what he has done now, and it's not that great either. Holy shit, that's a Bible verse right there. 2 of them, I think. Jesus, hang on, wait, let me turn on the music. Luke 17:3. Jesus tells us to rebuke someone who sins against us and forgive them if they repent. I don't know how to say that word. Colossians, I think, 3:13. We should forgive others as the Lord forgave us and bear with each other. See, it's not even about the fact that I don't forgive him. It's about the fact that history has repeated itself many times. They did the drama with Aaron and Aaron's and stuff, and that he did pretty much, after analyzing it, he did pretty much the exact same thing to Aaron that he did to me. Clearly, history repeats itself, and I don't really want to be around that anymore. I'm glad that they came to senses and actually apologized for doing that stuff, but most of it was not even an apology. Most of the video was like, I'm not gonna turn away from Christ, which that had nothing to do with it. You really just had to say, I'm sorry. It could have been 30 seconds like the other video when you mentioned me. Could have just said, here you go. I apologize. And I'm not. More so Box. Yeah. I don't really. I don't know anymore. But yeah, I guess this can be used as a conclusion to the drama. I've showed a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have shown on this. And I hope that people don't see me as a bad person, because I'm not a bad person. I was actually trying to get him to step away from the bad stuff that he was doing, but in the process, I got him to quit. So, wasn't my intention, but okay. Well, I guess that's the end of the stream. We'll probably do something else tomorrow or later tonight because we still have a lot of time on the clock to do stuff. And we're doing daily streams, as I said. Go subscribe to the second channel. I don't know what I'm gonna do actually, because CapCut is gone, and I've made a video about that. If you want to go check that out. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna probably try out DaVinci Resolve because I'm trying to open CapCut and it just says no. See, the thing with Pizza is that he's being respectful, but he's telling people to send it to me. You don't have to be kind. Being kind doesn't mean that you always have to have it seen. I feel like you should just be kind when no one else can see it too. You don't have to. I don't know. I do appreciate it though. But yeah, this is what happens when I try to open CapCut. And yeah. Madeline, I don't think you're filled in. But this entire stream kind of went over what happened with the apology and what really happened. He has called women slurs and he called even his own cousin a slave. Like the stuff that he has done is unforgivable. I didn't want him to quit, obviously, but that's just more so what happened after. That's more of an aftermath kind of thing. I don't really like how he handled it. I don't even think he likes how he handled it. But I guess it's more of a forgive and forget kind of thing. There's not really much we can do after the fact. It seems like his mind is kind of made up, and I've offered to talk to him about it, like without content creation, just like one-to-one, and be like, go over what I wasn't, too approving of. It's really weird, because he has way more subs than me, but I still handled this and a little bit of I don't know. I'm just not, I don't know what to think now that he's gone. I don't really have a reason to use him for content. He's still under the impression that I want to use him for content, but I don't. I don't know. Thanks for watching. What a sad way to go out. I'm on the edge of tears right now. I'm not even kidding.